This video is sponsored by my OnlyFans, where I do my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. Hi guys, and welcome to the Empress Show, and to surprisingly so, to me as well, this is a review of Hammer and Bolter, episode 15, Eternal. So guys, I haven't even noticed that anything came out because for weeks, I think so, at least a few. There was just nothing of, worth of note, and I didn't see a lot of interest in the other show, Black Talon, for me to cover. If you want, I could do that. Of course, I could continue with the show, but you just gotta let me know, guys. Whereas, Hammer and Bolter is, well, more important because it is focused more on 40k, and finally a 40k related episode. And not only that, but it is with Astartes and with a very notable character from the 40k universe, and that is Lucius, which I didn't expect. This is, I think, so far the biggest character that they are showing, actually, that they are portraying on screen. It's amazing. Like, it's no brainer that it is awesome to portray like bigger characters in 40k on screen, but to GW is like the opposite. They're trying to do no one that is absolutely ever being like famous or a big character anyway. So guys, is this episode any good? Well, first, hi to everybody in the chat. Vulcan probably lives, just not here in this episode. So yeah, guys, this episode is about, well, The Exorcist, a chapter that to me they just look like Black Templars, but apparently they are not. And they are interrogating one of the Emperor's children about Lucius the Eternal. And I was surprised to read this because it says warrior, and the guy that we actually see at the beginning of the episode is just a demon to me. Or he just changed so much that he's resembling a true demon. And it's just disgusting. He looked very, very bad. Okay, so something about Hammer and Bolter that is still prevalent in this episode too is that sometimes, although the episodes are like 20 minutes, they're taking a while to set things up, and then everything just happens very quickly. I don't really appreciate that. The pacing should be better. At the beginning, they could have like cut this whole process with the interrogation in half and show us that, okay, they went down there to interrogate the guy a lot of times before he even tells anything really, but they drag that on. It was at least like 10% of the whole episode, if not more, and then everything from there is, about Lucius coming there and having a plan and all those things that I don't want to spoil. But this guy, look at this guy, he is drawn very well here, and I'm pretty sure actually that they did use CGI for a lot of this episode, so it looks like the other episodes of Hammer and Bolter, but at the same time it doesn't, because it looks slicker, the movements are better. So from the point of animation, maybe this is the best episode yet. I really enjoy this style, and we got to see other Astartes as well, which is great. I always love that. And apparently this is a part of the story where this Exorcist Legion is not aware, although they're the Exorcist Legion, and kind of like maybe such things are close to their specialty, but I guess not. So yeah, they didn't know that Lucius had this ability to basically take the body of his killer. So if you manage to kill him, he will take your body and you will become him, basically yeah, you will take a totally back seat, become part of his armor and one of the faces, and Lucius will just take over your body, and he will just look the same as he's always has. So it's very interesting, guys. It's a well done episode overall, despite the pacing. But there's still some things here that scream to me fan animation, that really scream to me a non-professional way of storytelling and framing some of the shots, and a lot of things. And especially when we see actually a real metamorphosis of someone that did kill Lucius, and that's kind of the spoiler, but it just has to be said. And he did turn into Lucius, and that wasn't exactly shown how I read that this was usually depicted. So they cut some corners there, whereas at the beginning it wasn't that important to take so much time with this interrogation scene. So they could have made some improvements in the way that they're showing things and how much time they're dedicating to each and every section of the story, so it can be a bit better and more cohesive. There's something else here. This guy, the demon that is being interrogated, is mentioning, actually he's trying to warn them that maybe, just maybe, they should not kill Lucius, because this is a part of his curse and all. I really want to play you that part exactly, at least in terms of I mean, not the visuals, but if you can hear it, I don't think that should be a problem. So yeah, let me go to that part and you should be able to hear it. Okay, so first, guys, do you hear the audio? And then if you do hear the audio, I'm gonna find that part and play it for you, because fans have been wondering for years if Lucius can be killed in some kind of a loophole if non-sentient Bill actually kills him. So yeah. Oh, Chubby, thank you. Well, I also hope that I can get the Rebute first Primarch figurine, and if you like, you can support me on that. Audio sounds good, thank you. Okay, so let's skip to this part and see what this guy says.
I hate you.
Not exactly.
He is something much worse.
Then he is corporeal, and so he can be killed.
Yes. No.
Do you wish to return to your purgatory, cut off from all sensations?
He can be killed. But it does not matter. You have damned yourself by bringing me here.
We are prepared for any assault by your malefic legion.
No. It is not a threat. It is... I can smell death on you. On both of you. Your looming mute reeks strongest of it. He will die first.
Castellan Domisor's vow of silence is a mark of his purity, a virtue you abandoned long ago, heretic. I thought we were past your meaningless insults.
No! No more! Don't send me back!
You still believe he will come for you?
You think he won't find me in this fortress?
We question. You answer.
He will come.
To save you.
Do not draw steel against Lucius. His death will be the last mistake you ever make.
He will be captured, and his truth taken from him.
No. No! You hear, but you do not listen.
Then speak no more in riddles. What is he?
He's Lucius. He is unfettered and cursed. He is mortal and immortal. He is eternal. He is the chosen son of the Dark Prince.
Then he will be burnt to ash. I will make sure of it.
Then make sure you strike from orbit and see that it's a minor servitor responsible for the kill. Unless you wish to bear his curse in turn.
Enough of this. Perhaps you need more time.
Yeah, so that was it, guys. I think that confirms the fan theories. You know, that Lucius can be killed, but just has to be by someone that has no real sentience of their own. So yeah, just minus Servitor, because if he is to be killed, let's say you just press a button, it is still you, and if you're sentient, the one that killed him. So that will, that will confirm the curse, so you will become Lucius. But if a minus Servitor does it, yeah, that should work, actually. Unless he's commanded by a human. Oh, well, if this demon tells the truth and looks like that he does, then maybe, just maybe, Lucius can be killed in this way. And, the one that has issued the orders, even if he is like, hey, Servitor, kill Lucius, I mean, he's not the one doing it, he's issuing the order, so the servitor still will be the one that is actually committing the act. And the servitor being not exactly humans, just parts of human and not sentient himself, not self-aware, or, he's more like a artificial intelligence by this point. That will prevent Lucius to be reborn, because he will not have a host for this. He will not be able to put his body into such a damaged body, let's say, just too damaged. I think so. Yeah. Do you guys think they will kill off Rebute? No, I don't think so. I think that there's gonna be a lot more Primarchs in the universe that we previously had since the heresy happened, so it was first the Lion who returned after Gilliman, and now we'll see who is gonna be the next. But yeah, guys, I think that this episode overall is definitely one of the best episodes of Hammer and Bolter thus far. Can't really think of, which other episode is better than this one. Although there are such episodes, I would say so far those that were, from the Warhammer Fantasy world were the weakest episodes. And, Double or Nothing was good, kind of witty. Plague Song, just ridiculous, I barely remember that. By this point, Artifacts about the Necron, that was good. Cadia Stance, very compelling. Kill Protocol, also very compelling. The Garden of Ghosts, no, I didn't like that with the other. Question of Fate, moving, compelling, interesting. Thanks, not so much, but I do remember it. Oh, Bell Eye, it's okay. It's okay. Bound for Greatness, no, I remember I pretty much was like tuning out since the very beginning of the episode. Death's Hand, it's okay, but nothing that special. So yeah, maybe this is definitely the best episode technically wise, and one of the best in general. And when it comes to Astartes, demons in this case, I think that this is like awesome, and I hope that GW will direct their attention to the bigger things finally in 40k and not the smaller things, because nobody cares about the janitor from the last part of the universe of the human colonies somewhere, Earth 500 300, sorry, Bulgarian, 500 1001, Yeah, obviously those plants have different names, but I mean, nobody cares about all of that. Some small particle in the universe somewhere. We want to know about these characters that really matter, that really doing something in the lore, and the bigger characters. And Lucius is a great, disgustingly horrible, unlikable villain, so there you go. It is something at least. So yeah, will they eventually reveal Legions 2 and 11? Nah, they have too many things on their plate. I don't think that's gonna be one of them that's on the priority list. So at least not for now. Maybe when they have nothing else to do, they're going to tackle this. Who knows? Who knows? But guys, I mean, I also want to know about the Lost Primarchs. It's very fascinating, but maybe that's why they're going to leave it a secret. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. I will give this episode as a Hammer and Bolter, episode a 9 out of 10 so far, based on everything that I can measure it with. It's a 9 out of 10, so still good. There's a 10 somewhere, hopefully someday. But thank you guys for watching. If you like, support me and for me to review the first ever Primarch action figure from Joy Toy, you can support me on Patreon, PayPal, and of course OnlyFans if you wish. I actually have a campaign there right now, and I do all of my coaching there, meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. I love you guys, and until next time with me, Gary G and the Empress Show. Bye bye.